Hello.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
yeah, fine.
Very good. My name is James. How do I pronounce your name?
My name is Nidhin.
Nidhi.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I'm from India. Actually, I'm here in Kuwait.
Okay, you're in Kuwait now. Okay. And just a brief introduction from myself. I'm James from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I currently live abroad in Central America. Um, but tell me a little bit about yourself, Nidhin, and why do you want to improve your English skills?
Yes, just a couple of months before I joining in Cambly.
Uh-huh.
I'm not fluent in English language. I hope you realize that if any mistake will happen in my side, I'm sorry for that.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you. And I am very forward to looking for migrate Canada. I want to be settled over there. So that's why one of the major reason I want to be learning English language.
Okay. And you want to live in Canada?
Yes, I hope.
I see. I see. And what would you be doing in Canada? Studying? You want to
No,
go to school in Canada?
working. The purpose of because I'm
Working.
working here as an automotive technician
Okay.
in Nissan company.
Have you ever been to Canada before? Have you ever visited?
No, I didn't get a chance because my brother is over there. He's working more than 10 years in Toronto.
Okay. Oh, he lives in Toronto. I see.
Yeah,
Very good.
he suggested me it's better to come here in Canada. Don't be investing
Uh-huh.
whole life in that desert of Kuwait. So
He said the desert of Kuwait.
exactly.
I see. Have you traveled to any other English speaking countries in particular? Have you ever been to like
No,
Europe
no,
or?
absolutely no.
I
I
see.
really like to travel other countries, not only English-speaking countries, like some historical countries, like some heritage sites in Europe and Middle East, and some other South Asian countries, Latin American countries, because I
Uh-huh.
really love the histories. So
Very good.
that's why.
And when you're on Cambly, do you prefer conversations? Do you like lesson plans? Do you like to read articles? What do you prefer to do when you're on Cambly?
Both I prefer. Most weekend times I prefer like mock test sometimes, but
Uh-huh.
in around 70% I really like to talk some English speakers, native speakers, because I really love to imitating their accents and their
Okay,
vocabulary skills. So sometimes I'm in my bathroom imitating in front of the glass.
I see. If you
So
if you make
enjoy
any
that.
if you make any mistakes, do you want me to correct you in that moment?
Sometimes,
Okay. He says sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
yes,
All right. So I have a question for you. When you think of Canada, Nidhin, what is the first thing
yes,
that comes to your mind when you think of Canada?
climate.
Climate. Okay. That's what I think about too because it's very cold. I hate the winter.
I really love winter, but here, I'm in India, in the southern province of
Uh-huh.
Kerala. It's called it's a tropical climate condition. Didn't get any winter.
I see.
If I want to see in winter, I straight to go northern side, like in Delhi, Kashmir, like these areas.
I see. So in Delhi, how cold does it get? Does it go below zero in Delhi?
Sometimes, but not in Delhi. Exactly, the current provinces like Jammu and Kashmir and Manali.
Okay.
In January, February, March is same like Canada situations, minus 21, minus 30, like that.
Oh, really? Okay. And it snows.
Yeah, it's really deadly snow.
I see. Have you ever experienced the snow?
No,
No. Okay.
that's why I'm really interested in
I
Canada.
see.
But
I see.
personally, I really like that British Columbia.
British Columbia. Okay.
Yeah,
Vancouver.
Vancouver, BC.
I see.
I researched some areas like Yukon and British Columbia, some
Hmm.
Toronto and Egmonton, Brampton, like that. Because my brother is working here in Brampton. He's a software
Okay.
engineer.
He works in Brampton. I see.
Yes.
I see. Yeah, Toronto and Vancouver are probably the two best cities in Canada. So I think if you go to one of those two places, you're good to go. I also been to Winnipeg. I've also went to Winnipeg, and it's very nice. I liked Winnipeg as well.
If I'm getting over there, I get a bucket list. But in that cities, I don't really like that Quebec.
Quebec, okay.
Quebec is a European style. I really like that.
I see. You're gonna have to learn French if you want to go to Quebec.
Maybe almost I can speak in 6 languages.
Oh, really?
Yes, because as an Indian, almost Indians, each and every persons they can speak more than 5 languages.
Okay. Are some of the other languages similar? They're similar.
Yeah,
Some
almost
of the
similar.
words.
Like Telugu and Malayalam, Tamil, they almost look like similar, but some quite
Okay.
different, of course. In our not a national language, majority of Indians they can speak Hindi and obviously English very well. And not in English because some rural areas, in fact, in my areas, we cannot able to speak in English languages because we
I
are
see.
speaking in our native language, our mother language is Malayalam, one of the hardest language in India.
I see. Do you learn a lot of English in school?
No, of course not. I don't get the chance to just write and read. That's it.
I see. So, where did you learn how to speak English? How were you practicing on the internet? You took classes. How did you learn to speak English?
My
Listening.
colleagues, yeah, they most of the English speaking people like in India, like provinces like Goa, and some some business hub areas like Chennai and Delhi. The people are migrating in Kuwait for the working purposes. So I was visiting because their language I cannot understand that. Of course they're Indians, but India have more than 23 languages. Each and every province and every territory has their own languages. Like in Canada, not like in New Zealand. So India is quite highly diverse country. So it's really difficult to understand that the people what they're talking about. So that's why we speak in 2 languages. Of course, we are looking for English and Hindi as well. Um, this is the reason I got to some little bit fluency in English languages.
Okay.
But I'm not very well.
Good.
I know that. I hope you can understand that what I'm talking, right?
Yes. Yeah. The only thing I don't really follow is the languages. When you name the languages, I'm not familiar with the languages, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Have you visited any other countries?
No, not really. So I grew up in Toronto. I left Toronto with my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters. My father is from Panama. We left when I was 21 years old. So now I've been living in Panama for 9 years, and I'm 30 years old now. And I've been to Costa Rica for just 1 week.
Okay. Actually, you are Canadian, right? Canadian citizen.
Yes.
And you can travel other countries without visa.
Yeah, like the U.S., I can go into the U.S. for about, I think, 6 months, but I can travel freely in the U.S. Yeah, I have Canadian citizenship.
Great, really great.
Yeah.
I really like to travel other countries like without visa because as an Indian, we really get visa. Of course, we get in some European countries like Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
The only country is giving the free visa for Indians. Other is really tough. They're asking Schengen visas. It's most expensive, As average Indians, I cannot afford that.
Right. So it's very expensive. Do you have any questions for me that you want to ask about Toronto or Canada in general?
Generally, I know about Canada because I researched really very well.
Yeah.
Not only in Canada, I told you earlier, in European cities and some historical countries like the World War and their Nazi concentration camps in Poland, Polish histories, and the Middle East wars, Arab wars. I know a little bit, but I'm not very highly professional. But I know some histories about Canada and some political conditions. This time, Justin Trudeau win.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said. Repeat the last thing.
Justin Trudeau.
So I don't understand. Say it again. Election. Okay, the election in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically follow the American politics, the American news, what's going on in America. I know they had an election. I don't know if I guess it's over now. I don't know who won. I don't follow. See, so here's why. Canada, politics in Canada is very kind of like boring. It's very like monotone. The news, when you watch the news in Canada, it's very slow and
I know
boring and slow paced.
it's not like a battle like India or USA. I know that very
Exactly.
well. The people are
Exactly.
always concentrating. If I get a good power, the power manipulating everything. I know that very well. Especially in Indian
Yeah.
condition, it's really difficult to understand that the people are always looking for their religious ideology or something like saving their religion. Okay, you can vote their religious
Hmm.
ideology. Because I personally really hate that some nationalist ideology like the USA and religious ideology like India versus Pakistan and election time.
Hmm.
Because as an atheist, I'm not believing in God for religious
I see.
ideologies.
I see. I see. Um, I never really share this with students because obviously, I don't want the discussions, but I am as well. So you're probably the first student that I've spoke to that has openly said that, and I've talked to
Really,
over 800 students. Yeah, yeah. So I have to admit I wasn't expecting it, but I
I'm
am
really
as well.
open mind. That's why I'm talking
Yeah,
all my ideologies, my visions, my
right.
thinking progressive. I think people always fight in the name of religion. That's stupid
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
really hate.
yeah. I think a lot of people use it for power and use it to get away with evil, and um,
Yeah, almost
they
everything
use
like a
it almost like a
superstition.
shield. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
human shield.
Yeah. So because the politics in Canada are very, I find it boring. I don't find it engaging. I find like no matter really who gets into power, the
I
status quo
know.
will remain, and the country will be run, well.
I know it's quite friendly election. Like
Yeah.
not like any French or uh, French and British war. Not like that.
I
People's
need some. I
always
need some.
looking. People's always looking. Their election is looking like a war. It's not like a
Right.
battlefield.
Right.
So
Yeah.
personally, I don't like that. Some
Uh-huh.
some country like Scandinavians elections quite similar like Canada and in Australia, New Zealand. Their election like quite friendly,
Hmm.
not like a propaganda or fake messages, fake social media. Always people like spreading like a fake messages. Oh, Trump will be going to this
Right.
high side, or Democratic Republican side is a high side.
Yeah.
I
It's not as
really
divisive, not as crazy.
exactly you said
Yeah.
it. What about
I
the
think. I
condition
think.
in Toronto now?
So I haven't been in Toronto now for 9 years, so it's been a while. Are you referring to like the condition after COVID? Are you referring to like after COVID?
I'm yes, I got vaccination 2 doses, but I didn't get a chance to visit my country. Still, I'm stuck
Hmm.
in 3.5 years here. It's a really hard melting condition. In the pandemic condition in Kerala, it's really hard. So many
Okay, so
people are passed away.
you're not able to leave where you are in Kuwait right now to go back to India. You're not able to leave.
Of course, now I can get because my
Okay.
visa is renewed after 1 year. I get
Uh-huh.
a 1 year visa now. Now I'm preparing to planning to go my home. I
Okay.
hope.
I see. I see. So you had planned to go back to India before. You weren't planning to stay in Kuwait as long as you have.
Yeah, here I'm more than
Uh-huh.
7 years in Kuwait.
Okay, you spent
Only
7 years in
just
Kuwait.
2 times I'm going to my home.
Oh, okay, you've only visited twice since you've been in Kuwait. You visited your
Exactly.
family, your friends.
Yes.
I see. I see. And you live in Kuwait by yourself. No friends or
Yes.
family.
Oh,
Okay, I
nothing,
see.
nothing. My just only two cousins are working here, and yes, of course, we have some relationship like friends
Uh-huh.
here. We are working more than 5 years in India. We got
Hmm.
a, a job in Kuwait, so we are here in Kuwait, but different companies. That's it.
Right.
That is it.
You don't work together. Yeah, I see.
I hope
In
if my
Kuwait,
English is good or not, we can give some suggestions if you don't mind.
sure. So yeah, I can carry a conversation with you. You answer, I would say most of the questions correctly. The last one, a bit of a misunderstanding towards the end, but other than that, you understood everything that I'm saying. You respond to my questions well. Admittedly, sometimes I have a little bit of issues with your accents, a little heavy, but you speak well. You're
Thank you so
educated.
much.
You speak well. You express
And
yourself
time is
well.
finished.
Yeah.
Anyways, do
All right.
so.
Nice to meet you. All right.
Nice to
Take
meet you
care.
too.
Be well. Bye bye.